Hello, folks. Welcome to the Gobbler Coaches Show. My partner Ray Reese and I are here with Coach Jack Alvarez. Coach, congratulations on a big victory last week in the regional semifinal against Wimberley.
I appreciate it. I was really, really proud of our kids and proud of our community, how they showed up and showed out for us. And it was a great day to be a Gobbler on that day for sure.
Coach, talk about the game a little. You know, it was a game filled with adversity. Falling behind early a couple of times, but not panicking and just sticking with the game plan and ultimately, pulling that thing out and having a pretty solid win.
Again, I'm going to go back and just brag on my kids first and the discipline we showed. And there was a lot of, I guess we call it chippiness on the field, and I thought our kids handled themselves like good young men that knew how to treat a bully. I'll put it that way. And our kids played really, really hard. They played well. The coaches kept our guys focused and locked in, and gave me great input and insight to what was going on the field. And I thought offensively, thought our coordinator did a great job. Defensively, same. And just to get stops on and slow their running down, I think, 70, 80 yards. That has not been done probably this year, or maybe in the last 2 or 3 years with Moses running the ball. And that was what we had to do. We had to make them throw the ball. I know we blew a couple coverages, but again, we didn't panic. We just went back to work. The other thing I was proud of, I think we had we had over a 90-yard drive, 270s and 80. I mean, it was all night long. Us just consistently taking the ball down the field, and it wasn't just like we was grinding out 3 yards at a time. We had some big plays too, running and throwing. So, I still think we're getting better.
No. You just brought up, and that was one of my next things. The big plays that were made in key situations. The Victoria Advocate this morning had an article about LeBron and the big play he made in that key situation when you had it 3rd and 26, and he ends up catching a touchdown pass.
Well, I mean, really the conversation that was going on at the time, when I first looked at it, I said, well, I'll go for half of it. And I looked at it. I looked at the situation. At half of it, I still got to get another 15. And I said, there's no sense in trying to kick anything. I said, let's throw a couple in the end zone, see if they'll stay in man. And they did. And Jerry made a great throw. LeBron made a great catch. The front blocked it up for us. And I'm telling you, I was into trying to throw 2 into the end zone. That's what was fixing to happen. So anyway, 50-50 ball, and you get one of them. It's good.
You got 2 shots at it.
There you go.
You talked about how well you moved the ball. You had the first touchdown drive was actually 98 yards. You went from the 2. I went off and I didn't bring the full stats from that game, but the stat that jumped out to me the biggest was in the second half. There's 2 12-minute quarters. You possess the ball 18 minutes and 55 seconds to their 5:05. So let's just call it 19 minutes to 5 minutes against a team that can run the ball and kind of has a possession passing game. I mean, you just beat them in every facet of the game.
Well, my number one note to myself and to the team was, don't panic, be patient.
Yeah.
Because I knew if we got into a deal where we were worried about it, because we knew their defensive line and linebackers were good. We knew that if sometimes it was going to be 2nd and 8. What do you have a plan for 2nd and 8, not just go to slinging the ball all over the yard, and make sure we were throwing it in situations where, hey, we either have to throw it or, hey, you're looking at 2nd and 3, 1st and 10s. Those were the downs we wanted to throw the ball in, and pretty much that's what we did.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about, Ray, in regards to last week's game?
It's always fun to beat Wimberley. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, you're exactly right, and it's also always fun to be playing in December.
That's true.
And today is December the 3rd, and tonight you face a team that you're probably pretty familiar with, a team that you've faced or you're going to face 4 times in the last 2 years, the 2 years you've been here. Talk about Navarro and what you can expect you and your team to see tonight.
I expect it to be another physical game. I think the offense and defensive lines and linebackers, I think our defensive unit will dictate the game as far as what happens to us and how the game plays out. I respect what they do. I mean, they run what they run. They're going to run it no matter what, and they got their kids bought into it. The community's bought into it. A lot of people, they get in 3rd and 6, they go to slinging the ball around. I mean, that's probably why I'm gonna run a draw. I'm gonna do something on 3rd and 6 to get, put myself in position to get a first down. Not them. They're right on track. 3rd and 6 to them. That means it'll be 4th and 3. Now they make a decision because they feel like they can get 3 yards every time, and they've proved that they can do that over and over again. And tonight, as the game goes, they're going to try to limit our possessions. They're going to try to keep the ball away from us. And we can't, again, same thing as last week, we can't panic and go into a full scale. We got to do this to win. We got to stay on track. When I say us stay on track, we can't play behind the sticks. Last time we played them, we had, I think it was 14 offensive penalties. We were behind the sticks all night long, which puts us in a situation now where they can take chances on defense. So we got to do a good job staying on track. And like I said, I think it'll be a physical war. It should be fun, though. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'd love to even up that record to 2-2 in 2 years, and let's get to play the second week in December.
Coach, obviously everybody knows Navarro is the team that has given you your one loss this year. This week probably hadn't been much problem in getting your kids up for this game, no. but you also want to keep them in perspective of what's going on. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Talk about that.
Well, that's kind of this group of guys. I mean, you watched them last week. They stayed about their business. We try to get the kids excited sometimes, and they're not a really excitable group. They get excited after we win, but other than that, they are a pretty level-headed group of kids. But no, we're the log this week. see if they want to try again. That's the way we were going to look at it. But like I said, I'm really excited. I want to see how our kids respond. I think we're going to come out and play. I think our minds are made up.
I'll say two things. The first time we played Navarro was in 2013 in the playoffs, and we played them 5 straight years in the playoffs, and that's 9 years ago, and this will be the 8th time we've played them in the playoffs in the 9 years. Number one, so obviously they're very familiar.
Common foe for the Gobblers in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're 7-4 against them coming into this will be the 12th time we played them. But back to Jack's comment about their ball possession in the 4th game of the year this year that we lost to them, and I think I'm accurate when I say this. They were 5 of 9 on 3rd down and 3 of 4 on 4th down. So they converted 8 out of 9 times.
That's
you got to add the 4th down, because if you convert on 4th down, it really doesn't matter what you did on 3rd down.
Right.
So that's the whole deal with them. So say we're up 14-7.
Right.
Or you're up 14-0. Well, they get 7, and that's how they look at the game. I'm telling you. So they go, oh, it's just a possession. We don't mind being down. We don't mind being down 1. So now then, if you can never get up three scores on them, they're always in the game. Mm-hmm. And you can say what you want, people to badmouth those types of offenses and stuff, but I'm telling you now that there's something to them. You look at all the slot teams across the state of Texas, and most of them, they're in most ball games. And anyway, they do a good job. They believe in what they believe in. I respect their program. I sure like to beat them tonight.
No. Yeah. So.
All right. Good deal. The winner of tonight's game will face China Spring and West Orange Stark next week.
I would love to play either one of them. Let's go. I'm in.
All right. Good deal. Well, Coach, talk a little bit about what else is going on in Gobbler athletics.
Well, boys got their first basketball action yesterday. They walked away 1-1 in a tournament. They go back. They play tonight. So they're playing with a pretty lean group of guys out there as far as where they're playing a bunch of freshmen and sophomore kids. And
they're over in Carn City, right?
Yes, sir. They beat St. Joe yesterday, and I forgot who they lost to, but I know they beat St. Joe, which was big for the Blanc family since they had just been over there. I have not seen Coach Crane this morning to ask them how they did yesterday, but I know they went 1-1 also.
Yep.
So and they're back in action today. And
ironically, they're in the Navarro tournament.
Yes, they were going to go over and spy for us and see what's going on in the pep rally. And I think both buses may end up coming on to the game. So the school's excited, town's excited, the kids are excited, and we want to represent the town good as we can.
Good deal. Ray, you have anything?
Yeah. I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but has there been any conversation about potential time and date?
I
If you win?
I think no matter who we play, we'll probably play on Friday.
Friday, okay.
We're going to watch some weather stuff too. I think right now weather looks good, but it'll probably be Friday in a regular high school stadium if possible. If it's West Orange, there's a possibility in NRG or the Katy area. If it's China Springs, there'll probably be something in the Austin area. Probably Round Rock, Pflugerville. There's tons of stadiums. And all of a sudden, there's not going to be but about 24 teams left. So we should be able to. Find a good place to
I was
play.
more curious about.
Might not just play them in a pasture somewhere.
Yeah.
There you go.
Teams like that, they might not play them in Gonzales. See where they like.
Yeah.
All right, well, Coach, good luck tonight against the Navarro Panthers.
Thank you very much.
Memorial Stadium. Hello, folks. Welcome to Bastrop Memorial Stadium for tonight's regional final matchup between the Navarro Panthers and the Cuero Gobblers. Navarro comes in with a record of 10-2. Their two losses have been to Port Lavaca and to Wimberley. And Cuero comes in with a 12-1 record. And as you all know, that one loss is against these Navarro Panthers. Ray, pretty good matchup tonight. This is what you've been looking for all year long.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you went back and looked at the beginning of the year, you probably would have said this too. Good job for Cuero just to get on the kick. Kickoff went to the right, and ball hit about the hash mark and took a bounce straight to the sideline, and Tyson had to go over and fall on it on the 16-yard line. But now this is the 12th time these two teams have played since 2013. This is the 8th playoff matchup since 2013 between Cuero and Navarro, and Cuero holds the edge 7-4. In all those matchups. But first and 10 from the Cuero 16.
All right, here we go. Gobblers come to the line. LeBron Johnson split to the near side. Xavier Durham to the far side. Rosette takes the shotgun snap, rolls to his right, throws deep. Got a man in and out of the hands of Xavier Durham. Good defensive coverage there by the Navarro cornerback. All right, let's give you your starters. Navarro won the snap. They deferred to the second half, so your offensive starters are at receiver. You got LeBron Johnson and Xavier Durham. Your tight end is A.J. Arroyo. Your left tackle, Kyle Weghorst. Left guard, Matthew Guerrero. Center, Cameron Body. Right guard, Jake Plunkett. Right tackle, Jason Vela. Gobblers come to the line. Same formation, single receiver split to either side. Rosette in a shotgun, runs forward, takes the snap, hands off to Tyson over the right-hand side, gain of about 4. Rounding that offensive starters out, you got Jerry Rosette at quarterback. You got Zyler Jones at running back and Tyson Williams at running back. Ray, good. Gobblers decided to go deep on the first play to test the Panthers, and then they come back with Tyson Williams over the right-hand side for a pretty good gain.
Yeah, bring up 3rd and 6 on the first possession for the Gobblers.
Cuero comes to the line. Rosette under center now. 3 receivers split to the near side. He turns and hands off to the running back. Tyson Williams over the left-hand side. He cuts it, gets to almost the first down marker, going to be 1 yard short. So It's going to bring up a 4th and 1 with the ball spotted at the Cuero 25-yard line. And the punt team comes out. Brant Patek is going to be your punter. Nobody deep for the Panthers, folks. I guess they figure they're going to get pretty good field position regardless of where this punt goes, so they're just going to rush 11. Patek gets it off, line drive, takes a good Cuero roll down almost to the 20. They're going to stop it at the 22-yard line. So good punt by Brant Patek, a sophomore. All right, your defensive starters for the Cuero Gobblers at cornerback, Xavier Durham. The other cornerback, Justin Banda. The safeties are Dason Varela, Jeremiah Wilson. Your linebackers are Donovan Jones, Sean Burks, Brant Patek, and Braden Mathis. Your interior linemen are A.J. Arroyo, Kaysen Jander, and then the nose guard is Javari Bacon. Navarro comes to the line with slot T formation, hands off to the running back over the left-hand side. He's out around the corner and down the sidelines, folks. Nobody's catching him. First play of the game, Navarro Panthers, touchdown. Wow. That was quick.
Number 12? $78 yards.
So, all right, folks. So, first play of the game, Navarro goes
78 yards.
78 yards for a touchdown. Man, oh, man. Navarro lines up for the extra point. High snap, put down, and it goes right into the face mask of the Cuero Gobblers. They pick it up and return it out to about the 11. So the point after is no good. With 10:05 left to go in the first quarter, the score is Navarro 6, Cuero 0. Ray, what did you see on that play?
No, just a typical slot T, kind of a cross buck, and the guy comes from the right half behind the quarterback, just going left, and nobody touched him.
The right cornerback out there, I guess, if you're looking at the offensive or at the offensive side of the ball from the back of the secondary, that's the right cornerback out there. He must have just did not contain, came up and got caught on a block. Maybe we couldn't tell, but regardless, the Navarro Panthers take it 78 yards on one play to lead 6-0. Deep for the Gobblers is going to be Xavier Durham and Tyson Williams. Folks, we can't forget our game sponsor tonight is Weber Motor Company. John Eric Rodriguez. Give him a call at Weber Motor Company if you're interested in a vehicle, 361-243-1017. John Eric Rodriguez and Weber Motor Company. We thank them for tonight's game sponsorship. Pooch kick fielded by the Gobblers. LeBron Johnson, he takes it out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So Gobblers are going to start with fairly good field position. The Panthers line up in an odd formation on their kickoff. I think they have two kickers up there. You don't know who's kicking it, and then at the last second, one of them goes up there and runs at it. So that's what the Gobblers faced just then. Johnson and Durham split to the far side. Rosette under center. Behind him, Jones and Williams. Rosette hands to Jones right up the middle. Good gain. Gain of about 8
yards.
So it takes it out to the 45, so 2nd and 2. Looks like, Ray, that we're getting pretty good yards on the ground.
Yeah, that's one thing. In the last game, probably was one of our lowest output games rushing. Only had like 159 yards rushing for the whole game, so I know they're going to be looking to try to improve on that tonight.
3 receivers split to the far side. Rosette in the shotgun, rolls to his right a little bit, looks downfield, throws over in the right flat, caught, and out of bounds. So first down, Gobblers. The receiver was Tyson Williams, went up high to catch that high ball, and when he came down in the field of play, but then stepped out of bounds. So first down, Gobblers at the 50-yard line. Same formation, Gobblers go quick. 3 receivers to the far side. Rosette hands off to Jones. We have flags on the play. False start. False start on the Gobblers, pushing back 5. First quarter sponsor is Cuero Record. We appreciate their sponsorship. Want to say hello out there to Yoakum Superintendent Tom Kelly, ex-Cuero Gobbler. He's listening at the Burns Ranch Deer Camp, so he gave me a call right before kickoff and wished us luck. So, Mr. Tom Kelly, thank you very much. Appreciate you calling in. Gobblers come to the line. 3 receivers near side, hand off to Jones again. He stutter steps, makes one man miss, gets about a yard back. So, going to bring up 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Ball is spotted at the Cuero 46-yard line.
You know, the game in Navarro, Clay, the penalties define the whole game. Every time we'd get something going,
you're right,
we'd end up with a penalty. Usually you can overcome a 5-yarder, but now we got 2nd and 14.
Low snap, hand off to Jones. He cuts back, some spin move, gets inside Panther territory. Going to be short of the first down, but good run there, about a 8-yard run to bring up 3rd and 6. Ball's going to be spotted at the Navarro 46-yard line. So 3rd and manageable now for the Gobblers as they look to try to move the chains.
Yeah, I would think you got 2 downs here. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see us run it. And if you get 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't think we'd punt on this side of the 50.
Tyson and Johnson split to the near side. Durham split to the far side. Jones in the backfield with Rosette. Rosette takes a snap, looks to his left, throws, caught by LeBron Johnson. He makes people miss, gets a first down. So good job there by LeBron Johnson to come back to that pass, stutter step, make a Panther miss, and get the first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the Navarro 37. Gobblers go quick.
Picked up 9 on 3rd and 6.
Hand off to Jones, up the middle, good hole. He spins. Then he's driven back. They're going to give him about 4. Ball's going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. 2nd and 6. Maybe 2nd and 7. Tyson, Xavier, LeBron all go to the far side. Rosette and Jones lined up in the backfield. Jerry takes a snap, fakes it himself, keeps it going around the left-hand side, makes one man miss. Flag comes in from way back. That's probably going to be coming back, folks.
That's the back judge standing at the 10-yard line, threw a flag all the way out beyond the 30.
Blocking the back, isn't it?
I think he said hold. It was signaled holding. We'll see when he gives a better signal here, but
yeah, holding. All right, so that's going to negate Rosette's good run. Push the Gobblers back 10.
well, they marked it from the 30. The ball was snapped from the 34, so he picks up 4 yards on the run. But you get the 10-yard penalty. The ball's back out to the 40. So now we have 2nd down and 13.
All right. We have Dason Varela in the game at a wide receiver on the far side. LeBron Johnson to the near side. Xavier Durham goes in motion out of the backfield. Rosette throws it over the head of Tyson Williams coming out of the backfield, or he was in a slot wide open, but Rosette was pressured and couldn't get off a good pass. That thing was Tyson would have ran for a lot of yards, or if he would have caught that, Ray.
Yeah, he might have scored. If not, I think he'd have been inside the 10 anyway, because he was at the 25 when it went over his head, and nobody was close to him.
All right, 3rd and 13. Another 3rd and long for the Gobblers. Varela, Durham, Johnson all go to the right. Rosette and Tyson. Handoff is to Tyson around the left-hand side, gets around the corner, gets down the sidelines, and gets pushed out of bounds.
Wow, he got like 11 yards out of that.
They're going to spot him at the
28-yard
line, so he's
got
about
12.
a yard short. And, of course, the Gobbler offense stays on the field. Nathan Lucian comes into the game. He's a sophomore tight end. This is probably going to be a heavy package.
You got A.J. Aurora's at fullback. Now he shifts out to tight end.
Now he shifts it out to tight end. Rosette turns and pitches to Tyson. He tries to get around the corner. There's penetration.
He got a first down.
I think his forward momentum got him there, Ray. Oh no, they're not even checking it. They're turning the ball over on downs. Lot of penetration there, right at the point of the pitch, and Tyson was met in the backfield. Did a good job of getting what I thought was positive yardage from my angle up here, but it wasn't enough. So Panthers hold on 4th down, and they take over at their 28-yard line, leading 6-0. They come to the line quickly. Quarterback under center, hands off to the big Brody Whitson over the right-hand side. Good tackle there by Brant Patek to take him down. Gain of about 2. Gobblers are in all white tonight with green helmets and green numbers. Panthers come in with black pants, purple jerseys, and gold numbers. Handoff to the running back over the left-hand side. He goes nowhere this time. He's going to get some yardage, but that's the same running back, number 12, that scored the touchdown first play of the game, and he's leveled by Sean Burks. Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was the same play they scored on.
That's what
there
I
was just like 2 people in the hole that time.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. That's the same play they scored on, but this time the Gobblers were there to meet him and drive him down. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Panthers come to the line. Quarterback hands off to Big Brody Whitson again over the right-hand side, and he's met by a group of Gobblers. Going to be no gain, folks. Going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good job there, giving it to the big fella.
A.J. Arroyo, Javari Bacon. So the punt team comes on for Navarro. Deep for the Gobblers goes Dason Varela. Your punter is number 1, Nick Billings.
Quarterback, watch for something crazy
He's
here.
coming up close. Now he backs up, fakes the snap. Now he takes a punt snap. Gets a high, wobbly, short kick that hits the track, and Gobblers are going to have pretty good field position here. Not a very good punt. Wow, he's still walking back. So the ball's going to be spotted at the Panther 46 for a punt of
13 yards.
There you go.
That's a nice 3 and out after we went 3 and out the first time, but you got to do something with it now.
All right, so
that's with their style of offense. They run 3 plays in punt, and they run 1 minute and 57 off the clock.
And folks, if that thing would have been any shorter than 3rd and 5, I think, or 4th and 5, I think they'd have probably gone for it. 2 receivers to the far side come out quickly. Gobblers give it to Zyler Jones, over the left-hand side, and he gets good yardage down inside the 40 to about the 37, 38. So a gain of about 8. Cuero's getting good chunks of yards on first down run plays. It's when we get in those 3rd down and fourth down where Navarro's shutting us down. 2 receivers to the far side. Rosette, shotgun. He looks to his right, steps up, throws downfield. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, LeBron Johnson. Had his man beat. Jerry Rosette lays it perfectly in Johnson's hands as he's in the end zone. A touchdown, Cuero Gobblers. That touchdown sponsored by Lance Tire and Automotive.
38 yards.
1 play drive, 38 yards.
2 plays.
2 plays, excuse me.
2 plays, 46 yards, 38 on the pass. But, yeah, Rosette did a good job of staying in the pocket, stepped up, let the guy clear the safety, and just threw the ball to the goalpost, you feel what I'm saying? And there was no defender there at all.
Harrison Crane is the kicker. Daniel Houston is the holder. Cason Jander is the
he missed it.
The hold.
It went through.
Is the snapper.
Okay.
So first time in a long time, if ever, that we've seen a kick from Harrison Crane that cleared the
upright by maybe a foot. But
yeah.
It was ugly, but it went through.
Ugly.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I said no good, but it sure looked like
that's what I was getting at. It was an ugly kick, but it went through. So the Cuero Gobblers with 4:09 left to go in the first quarter now lead 7-6.
Well, that was 2 plays in 42 seconds.
RNC Insurance is a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club. Also, Lance Tire and Automotive is a gold sponsor of the Cuero Gobbler Booster Club. We appreciate their sponsorship. This kickoff from Harrison Crane is sponsored by Davis Entities.
Well, that was set up by the good defensive stand and the poor punt by Navarro that gave us the ball at their 46-yard line.
All right. One of your returners is number 12, Antoine Mabane, who took the first play handoff 78 yards. He's lined up in the middle of the field. I doubt Harrison's going to kick it.
Be interesting
him.
to see what we do here. No, he didn't. It was a different kicker.
different
Well, where did
kicker.
this come from?
Wow. That Cowboy Perez,
Where's
Adrian
he
Perez.
been? Where's he been all year?
Wow, he kicked it
Straight on.
straight on and through the end zone, folks. Yeah, he took like 2 steps, like an extra point. Wow. Gobblers may have found a new kickoff weapon.
Well, Jack said that they were going to do some different things on kickoff today, and they sure did something different there.
All right. So Navarro will start this drive at their 25-yard line. Quarterback comes under center. Hands off underneath, and short gain there. Let me see here. Justin Banda along with Sean Burks and Brant Patek meet him in the hole for a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Be second and long. Quarterback. Hands off again over the right-hand side. He's brought down for no gain. They're going to give him about a yard gain. So A.J. Arroyo and Sean Burks are there on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again. Same as last time, 3rd and 5.
Don't want to jinx this, Ray, but it looks like the Cuero defense after that very first play of the game, they have tightened it up.
Yeah, just like we were.
Handoff again over the left-hand side.
Nothing
Good
doing.
play there by Adrian Perez along with Dason Varela. Same play that they scored on, it looked like.
Yes.
And there you had the safety and the cornerback come up and shut him down for about a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Well, they got 78 yards the first time they ran it. They got 3 yards the second time they ran it, and they got 1 yard the third time they ran it.
All right, Xavier Durham and Dason Varela lined up at about the Cuero 30 to field this punt. Another high punt, short punt, takes a Navarro roll.
Oh, geez.
Inside the 30, it's going to
Not bad.
Drop right at the 30.
I thought it was going to go about another 15 when it took that first spin and was really spinning, but it didn't go very far.
Yeah.
So from the 31.
They're going to spot this thing at the 29 and a half, it looks like, to be exact. Nope, they're putting it on the 30.
39-yard punt, no return.
All right. Cuero comes to the line. Johnson to one side. Durham to the other side. Rosette. Ball's on the ground. Jerry Rosette fell on his own fumble. So a loss of 1 on the play. Hadn't seen that much either this year, Ray.
No.
Quarterback center exchange has been pretty clean this year. All right, 2nd and 11. Cuero comes to the line. Your two receivers splits to either side. Rosette, shotgun, flanked by his 2 running backs. Takes the snap, looks to his right, throws quickly, caught by Xavier Durham. He spins, gets out of it, and is right at the marker. Right at the marker.
First down.
They're going to give it to him.
I think so. Yeah, the head linesman on this side's got his hand in front of his chest with the finger pointed because you can see how we can't see the finger, but first down. So we needed 11 on 2nd and 11, and Xavier picks up 11 on the pass from Rosette.
Ball spotted right on the 40-yard line. Gobblers come to the line. Xavier Durham split to the near side. Rosette pitches to Tyson around the right-hand side. He gets around the corner, got a block by Durham, down the sidelines, into Panther territory, pushed out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
No, they're going to go to the 18, inside the 20. No, they're coming back out. Okay, I'm sorry, 25.
About the 25.
Oh, they got a flag.
Oh, jeez. This thing's coming back, folks.
This is shades of Navarro and Navarro.
So holding on the Gobblers. So, again, another gain, nice gain, goes away. Bring up.
It's 1st and 20.
It's going to be 1st and 19, it looks like. They're spotting it at the 31-yard line.
Okay, so you're going to get 1 yard on the carry.
All right. Cuero comes to the line with Durham split to the far side, Johnson split to the near side. Tyson Williams lined up behind Rosette. Now Durham comes in motion. They hand off to Durham around the left-hand side. He makes some people miss, gets out close to the 50. They're going to spot him at the 48.
Quarterback's down for Navarro, number 1.
Yep.
He's got something wrong with his arm. He sure is holding his arm between his legs.
We have an injured Panther on the field, and it is the quarterback, Nick Billings.
He's up pretty quick.
Yeah, he's up.
I don't know if he got a stinger, got hit on the shoulder.
Holding his left arm.
I'm sorry, I was looking down. Run or shovel pass?
Run.
Run, thank you.
All right, so 2nd and 2. Ball spotted at the Cuero 48-yard line. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cuero leading 7-6.
So he picked up 17 on 1st and 19, so we got 2nd and 2.
Durham, far side. Johnson, near side. Tyson lined up in the backfield. Jerry keeps it himself up the middle. First down and more. Down inside the 40. He's still going. Got help from his lineman pushing him. That was a new little wrinkle.
Just a quarterback sneak.
Just a quarterback
if there's
sneak.
nobody over the center and the linebacker steps out, I don't know whether that was called or Jerry just did it on his own.
It was called.
But I mean,
Jack talked to me about that before you got
but
there.
I mean, it's a great call if there's no linebacker in the middle.
Gobblers go quickly. 1st and 10. Rosette looks to his right, throws downfield, caught. Xavier Durham down around the 10-yard line. They're going to spot him at about the 11, I think, Ray. All right, Gobblers go quickly. Another big pass play from Rosette to Durham.
They call timeout, maybe?
Yep, they call timeout. So Gobblers on the move, 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, so that was 18. Let's see, that was 26 on the pass after the 15-yard quarterback sneak.
All right, Limitless Off-Road and Performance and the Cuero Record are both gold sponsors of the Cuero Gobblers All Sports Booster Club. We appreciate their sponsorship. Grace Memorial Chapel and Gable Woodworking are proud sponsors of the Cuero Gobblers.
You know, Jerry, after 12 games of the year, Jerry probably had a total of maybe 8 or 10 yards rushing. And then after the Wimberley game, find him on here. He had about 55 yards rushing on those 2 or 3 quarterback draws. Mm-hmm. Then he comes out tonight with 15. He may be over 100 yards by the end of the game on the season. Him running has not been a component of our offense at all year.
Yeah, Coach Alvarez talked about that. Navarro is sometimes when they line up on defense, they're vulnerable right up the middle, and he's given Jerry free reign to quick snap that thing and just follow the center straight up ahead. So, all right, 3 receivers to the far side. Rosette looks, throws back to A.J. Arroyo. Got a block out there inside the 5. And, folks, by the way, that was not a timeout. That was the end of the first quarter. So, start of the second quarter here, Cuero leads 7-6, and they're knocking on the door.
6 yards on the tight end.
2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 for the Gobblers as they get down to the 5-yard line. Come to the line. Rosette pitches to Jones over the left-hand side. Gets in for a Gobbler touchdown. Thank you, Ray.
I'm sorry. Little anticipation on my part, but you could see the hole from up here.
You're right.
So 5 yards by Zeiler. Well, that was we took the ball on our own 30, and it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays with the 10-yard penalty in there to go 70 yards. So we
Yeah.
really made 80 yards.
Yeah, there were some big plays by our guys. Harrison Crane drives another one, another line drive through. Oh, we have a flag on the play. By the way, that touchdown was sponsored by Lance Tire and Automotive. All right, so yet another penalty against the Gobblers. Not sure what the call was.
They said procedure.
All right, so we push it back, and we'll try this thing again. Get a little height on it, Harrison. Yeah, he drove another one line drive through, but it's good. So we'll take it, I guess.
China Spring 10, West Orange Stark 7.
Got a score of note. China Spring 10, West Orange Stark 7.
And, of course, that's the waiting matchup for whoever wins this game. So they're watching Cuero Navarro. We're watching China Spring, West Orange Stark.
All right, so with 11:47 left to go in the half, Cuero now leads 14-6. And let's see, is Cowboy Perez, well, Harrison's got the tee out there. Let's see. Maybe Harrison's just a decoy.
Cowboy's standing there.
Yeah, he is.
We're kind of doing what Navarro's doing. They don't know whether Cowboy's going to run straight at it and kick it or Harrison's going to come at it soccer style a little bit. But
yeah, you're right. They're both lined up. We'll see which one makes contact. Here we go. This touchdown sponsored by this kickoff sponsored by Davis Entities. And it's going to be Cowboy. He line drives another one, fielded this time at about the 16-yard line, taken by the Panthers. They get it out past the 35 to about the 36 or 37. So not what occurred on the last kickoff, but hey, good coverage there, led by Jeremiah Wilson and Mason Nataro. 1st and 10, Navarro at their 38-yard line. Looks like the quarterback Billings is back in the game. Comes under center. Hands off to the running back over the right-hand side. Good tackle there. Short gain, no gain, folks. Brant Patek and A.J. Arroyo. All right.
Well, after that
2nd and 10.
After that first run, they've got 2 yards, 3 yards, no gain, 3 yards, 2 yards, 1 yard, no gain. So that's pretty good against the slot T, but you gave up 78. The average still looks real good because you gave up 78 on the first one.
We just fell asleep on that first play, I think.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 10. Panthers come to the line. Quarterback hands off to the running back around the left-hand side on a reverse. He's down the sidelines, pushed out of bounds by number 11, Braden Mathis, but not after a big gain. The good quick running back Antoine Mabane goes around the left-hand side
from the Navarro 37 down to the Cuero 33. So that's 13 and 17, 30 yards.
Okay. Panthers have yet to throw the ball tonight. Kind of expected that out of this offense. They'll lull you to sleep with that run, though, and then pop you with a pass. Quarterback hands off underneath, up the middle. Running back gets down to about the 26-yard line. Good run there on first down for the Navarro Panthers.
Yeah, they put it at the 25, so he picked up 8. That's Colton Chambers on the carry for Navarro.
Second and 2. Panthers come to the line. Handoff over the right-hand side. A.J. Arroyo viciously drives the defender down for no gain. Good play there by A.J. Arroyo to finish that thing off. 3rd and 2. Ball remains at the 25-yard line. 9:57 and counting left to go in the half. Cuero leads 14-6. Handoff around the left-hand side. He's tripped up by Braden Mathis. Loss on the play. Going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, and he's going to lose 2 because it's going to come from the 25 back out to the 27.
You got to give credit to that defensive end on that side. Can't see who that was, but he blew his man up into the backfield, which then made the running back trip over his own guy. Braden Mathis finished him off. So loss of 2, 4th and 4. Play clock is at 5. Panthers come to the line. They called a timeout. So
yeah, their head coach was on top of it. He was standing right next to the official.
All right, Woodhouse Day Spa and Davis Entities are proud and trusted sponsors of the Cuero Gobblers Booster Club. We appreciate their sponsorship. Bush's Chicken and Cuero Record are gold sponsors of the Cuero Gobblers Booster Club. We also appreciate their sponsorship. Folks, don't miss the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. We hope we're making arrangements for that date, don't you, Ray?
Yes, that was fun last time we did it. It would be fun to do it again.
All right, so Panthers come to the line facing a 4th and 4. They are going for it. 9 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the half. They come to the line. One receiver split out to the far right. One goes in motion. They run the option around the right-hand side. He gets the corner and more breaking tackles inside the 10. Finally brought down by Brant Patek, Sean Burks.
That's kind of like almost what if you weren't in a slot T, you'd call it a speed option. You know, the quarterback just kind of comes out and starts running toward the right end, and then he just at the last second pitches it out wide.
And his back that he's pitching it to is a slot back on the opposite side of where they're running.
Right.
He just circles around behind the backfield and is out there for the pitch. Takes it down to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
21-yard pickup on 4th and 4.
Quarterback under center. Hands off over the right hand.
Ooh.
Well, I think we had a flag. They look like they
started motion. I thought the slot guy was moving.
I did too. All right, so that is the call. Pushes them back 5.
We'll take that on 1st and 6.
So now it's 1st and goal from the 11.
Well, what's been really unusual, Clay, in this deal, I mean, counting total plays, I mean, usually it would be the other way around. I mean, we're up 14-6, but Cuero's run probably 22 to 23 plays to Navarro's 12. You know, they had a 3-and-out, and this time they've made 2 first downs, but they scored in the one play, but very uncharacteristic for them in the sense of time of possession is clearly in Cuero's.
All right, Panthers come to the line. Man goes in motion. They hand off underneath. Gets about two yards. We'll give him 3.
Number 4, again, Colton Chambers.
Brought down by Javari Bacon and A.J. Arroyo.
Picks up 3, so we got 2nd down and 8. Because they were at the 6, so it was 1st and 11.
Navarro comes to the line. Slot backs everywhere. One goes in motions, hands off to him around the left-hand side. He tries to get the corner.
He does.
And does.
That little guy, that
Antoine Mabane, folks, got pretty good speed.
Yeah, they just get the seal block on the edge and
Touchdown, Navarro. All right, looks like the Panthers will go for 2 to get that point back. Come to the line, tight formation, quarterback under center. One goes in motion, runs the speed option again around the right-hand side, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion. Tie ball game, 14-14.
the Mabane kid, he didn't even have a carry in the first game. Not a single carry in the whole game.
You're right. I don't remember ever calling his name in that first game.
I just went back and looked.
But I watched the Sinton game last week, and he was their workhorse. So don't know if he was hurt in that game or if he's just kind of come on and produced into a weapon for him. But he is a weapon, folks.
Well, I don't think they're running 37. I mean, he's had 37's only had 2 carries tonight, and the Mabane kid now has 6. Of course, one of them 78-yard touchdown, and another an 8-yard touchdown.
And we talked about that early in the year. Their big workhorse was Brody Whitson. They've concentrated more on defense with him, and maybe this kid stepped in and took over Brody Whitson's role. All right. Deep for the Gobblers is Tyson Williams and Dason Varela.
So that was 8 plays, 63 yards.
Onside kick fielded by the Gobblers inside Panther territory. So good job there. The ball never went 10 yards. And Justin Banda went high to get it. And so Gobblers take over in Panther territory.
That's one of those things where Jack always talks about, Coach Alvarez always says, they try to steal a possession. You feel what I'm saying here or there, whether it's with an onside kick or, going for it on 4th down.
All right, we have offsides.
Decline it. Take the ball right there.
Offsides on the Panthers.
I think the ball has to go 10 yards, right?
Offsides on the Panthers. Gobblers do decline it. And
well, it has to go 10 before Navarro touches it, but
they spot this thing at the 44.
So it's at the Navarro 44.
So we did accept the penalty and get 5 yards.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so yeah, it was a 9-yard kick.
All right, here we go. Gobblers come to the line. Rosette under center. Hands off to Tyson around the left-hand side. Gets a block. Gets close to the first down. Going to be short of about a yard on the deal. Ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
He picked up 9.
Again, Cuero comes out with a good yardage on their first down run play. Brings up a 2nd and 1. Look for Rosette to go do anything on this play. He does look to throw. Goes deep.
He's open.
Got LeBron in and out of his hands.
That should have been.
Yeah, there we go. Flag on the play. There we go. He underthrew. LeBron had his defender by a step, but it was underthrown. He had to come back for it, and the Panther made contact with him. Flag on the play. They're talking about it.
They better not take this up. I mean, he was trying to get back to the ball, and as the defender was running toward the goal line, he just grabbed him and kind of pulled him toward the goal line.
They're going to pick this thing up, Ray.
That's ridiculous for them to say. Well, they've moved it from the 35 to the 20, so
right.
they're not picking it up.
All right, so we have pass interference. Going to take it down to the 20-yard line. Just their body language.
It looked like they were going to discuss it, but no. I mean, it's when you were beaten as a defensive back and you're running to catch up and he's slowing down trying to catch the ball, and he just kind of grabbed a hold of him if he's running into him.
Tyson and Zeiler in the backfield. The handoff is to Zeiler over the right-hand side. He gets inside the 20. Gain of about 2. 6:55 left to go in the half. Score tied 14-14. Ball's going to be spotted at the Wimberley 18-yard line. LeBron Johnson split to the far side. Xavier Durham split to the near side. Tyson Williams is your only back in the backfield. Jerry Rosette keeps it himself. Not very much that time.
Just 1 yard.
Injured Panther on the field. Stoppage in play. All right, folks. 6:19 left to go in the half. Cuero and Navarro deadlocked at 14. Again, we want to thank our game sponsor, Weber Motor Company and John Eric Rodriguez. Thank you very much.
You know, one thing, Clay, I don't know. Obviously, I'm sure it's a conscious effort. We talked about how we didn't really run the ball well against him the first time when we played them in Navarro. But with 6 minutes, we're 1.5 quarters in, and we've rushed the ball 18 times and only attempted 8 passes. Completed 6 of the 8, but we're usually more balanced than that. We don't normally run the ball 2-1.
Which is what your stat is showing there.
Yeah, 18. Well, a little more than 2-1. 18-8. 16-8 would be 2-1. So, but yeah, 18 rushes. So,
all right. The injured Panther is walking off on his own, holding his right shoulder. That injured Panther is number 20, Diego Chapa. So Cuero faces a third and 7.
We're at 102 yards rushing. One and
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, empty backfield. Rosette, shotgun, pressured, throws it up, in and out of the hands of Tyson Williams' hands. He was open, but a good defensive play there at the goal line to knock that thing away. Incomplete, 4th and 7.
That almost got intercepted on the rebound and then almost got caught on the rebound, too.
I know.
Could have gone either way.
All right, here we go. Gobblers come to the line. They're going for it, 4th and 7. Ball spotted at the the Navarro 17-yard line. Rosette under center. Pitches it to Tyson. Tyson throws back. Looks to throw back, but he's dropped for a loss. It was going to be a quarterback throwback. The defensive end dropped from his position, covered Rosette. Tyson then didn't want to throw it, but go ahead, Ray.
I was going to say, it was weird. We had A.J. Aurora and Rosette ended up two yards apart in the pattern.
And only one defender.
And only one defender was covering 2 guys.
Man, that defender that dropped and went with Jerry put doubt in Tyson's mind.
Right.
He didn't throw it. Well, he hesitated. He gets dropped for a loss. Ball goes over on downs. Ball spotted at the Navarro 24-yard line. Handoff over the left-hand side. Big run. Pulled out of bounds by Adrian Perez. Big gain there.
That's that same number 12. It's like whenever he goes wide, coming from right to left, the touchdown the other way, every score's been he lines up on the right side and comes left and just goes wide, and we are not getting there.
Takes it to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff underneath. Gain of about 4. Brought down by Patek. Brings up a second and 6. 5:23 left to go in the first half. Panthers come to the line, hand off again to Mabane around the left-hand side. This time, Dadrian Perez is there to stop him. Gain of a couple.
Yeah.
Going to give him a gain of about 3.
For those of y'all listening, they're just basically lining up in what we would all call a straight T. Three running backs behind the quarterback under center, and Mobane's the far guy on the right side, and quarterback just turns and pivots out and hands it to him, and they got everybody coming
left.
Everybody coming left. You got 2 backs in front of him, and they get a kind of a, I'm not going to call it a crackback, but they kind of seal on the outside guy, and it creates a little lane in there.
All right, 3rd and 3. Navarro comes to the line. 4.5 minutes left to go in the half. Quarterback hands off again. Same play, same result. Big run there. First down, Navarro.
I mean, they ran the same play. They've run the same play 3 out of the last 4 plays.
Takes it out, takes it into Gobbler territory at the Cuero 44.
Picked up 9 yards on 3rd and 3.
Panthers come to the line. Hand off to the opposite side. Flag on the play.
Finally going to get a holding on them.
Yep, it's coming back. No gain on the run, but this thing's coming back. Brought down by Burks and Patek and Arroyo. All right, holding on the Panthers. That'll take them back 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the Navarro 46-yard line. They come to the line. They jumped. They're going to go back further. All right, so that's going to push them back another 5. Navarro facing a 1st and 25 now. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see if the success Navarro's having with that sweep to the coming left is like formation oriented, and how do we adjust to it? Trap underneath.
Run a trap underneath, and it goes nowhere.
Patek did a good job there.
Brant Patek and Donovan Jones, along with Javari Bacon. Gain of about 1. Brings up 2nd and 24. Clock set to hit 3 minutes to go in this half. Single receiver for the Panthers, split to the far side. Quarterback keeps it himself around the right-hand side.
Good job,
A.J. Arroyo there to drop him for a loss.
That was a good job staying home by your backside defensive end.
A.J. Arroyo drops him for a loss, takes him back to the 40. I think Cuero calls a timeout.
That's smart, though. You know, you got him here. I think what you're looking for is their most successful pass play all year has been what we call a wheel route to Brody Whitson, the big back out of the backfield. You know, they run a post pattern with the wide receiver on that side, and they force your cornerback. If your cornerback keeps coming on the post route with the guy the back coming out of the backfield, you feel what I'm saying, is wide open. You can't double cover the guy due to the formation and where you got people. So that may have been Cuero wanting to talk about this as much as it is trying to stop. You feel what I'm saying, trying to stop the clock. But you would like to think that we could get the ball back here with about 2 minutes to go in the half, because Navarro is going to get the ball to start the third quarter.
All right, Whitson's not in the game. He's on the sidelines, so here we go. Single receiver split to the near side for the Panthers. They're facing a 3rd and 26 with 2:50 left to go in the half. The single receiver to the other side as well. Quarterback hands off up the middle. Gets a pretty good gain, but nowhere near the first down. Going to be spotted at about the Navarro 47-yard line. And we have another timeout.
Number
Cuero.
8 or number 9? It's a guy jogging at the very back here. I guess it was 9. Yeah, on 3rd and 26, they just kind of ran a little dive over the guard and moved the ball 7 yards. So
Panthers still have yet to throw a pass.
4th down and 19.
Winner of this game faces the China Spring West Orange Stark winner. Still 10-7 in favor of China Spring. China Spring knocked off number 1 Carthage last week. All right, so punt team comes on for the Panthers. Facing a 4th and 19. Deep for the Gobblers is Durham and Varela. All right, false start on the Panthers. All right, let's try this again. Good snap. Soccer style punter gets it off. Fielded by Varela and dropped right where he got it. Right at the 16-yard line. The Panthers came in and leveled Dason Varela.
Yeah. 42-yard punt with no return. By the time it bounced and he caught it, he got hit as soon as he caught it.
All right, so with 2.5 minutes left to go in the half, Cuero takes over on their 17-yard line. Three receivers split to the near side. Rosette hands off to Tyson over the left-hand side, gets around the left corner, forced out of bounds. Good run there by Tyson Williams, and we got a late flag.
Yeah, we're going to get 15 out of that.
Yep.
I mean, he was across the big broad white boundary, and they drug him to the ground amongst all the Cuero players behind the broad white sideline marker boundary.
All right, so this is going to put Cuero right at the 50. 1st and 10 with 2:24 left to go in the half.
Yeah, so Tyson got 18 on the carry, and then we pick up 15 more on the penalty.
Dason Varela, LeBron Johnson, and Xavier Durham split to the near side. Rosette, shotgun. Hands off to Tyson around the left-hand side. He stutter steps and makes some guys miss. Gets down to about the 45. Good hard run there by Tyson to make something out of nothing. Cuero goes quickly. Same formation, 3 receivers to the near side. Rosette, shotgun. Takes a snap, gives it to Tyson over the left-hand side. He cuts up the middle, gets to first down.
We still have one timeout. We have one timeout left.
All right. Clock runs, 136. 3 receivers split to the far side. Rosette looks to his left, rolls to his left, throws, caught by LeBron, taken out of bounds at about the 35. Don't forget, folks, Navarro gets the ball, start the second half. They won the toss and deferred. Gobblers, real important. They put some points on the board here going into half, get some momentum. 3 receivers to the near side. Rosette in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes it to Tyson over the left-hand side. Breaks tackles, gets down inside the 20. They're going to spot him at the 11, so good run there by Jerry Rosette on a quarterback keeper over the left-hand side.
From the 35 all the way to the 11, so 24 yards. And biggest thing is he got out of bounds. We still have a timeout, so you can do anything you want at this point with a minute 18 left at the 11-yard line.
All the focus was on the 3 receivers split to the near side, and Rosette just kept it and went around left side. Jerry comes under center now. 2 backs lined up behind him. Spins and pitches to Tyson over the left-hand side. He bounces it. Drags defenders out of bounds. No, they're keeping him in the field of play right at the 10, if they even give him the 10. Where are they going to put it? Nope, no gain.
Gee, spot the ball, guys.
Exactly.
It went from a minute 18 to it took them to 50 seconds to get the ball spotted.
Rosette, shotgun, low snap, throws in the right corner of the end zone, incomplete.
Man, he was inside.
Intended receiver was Xavier Durham. He threw it to the outside of Xavier. Xavier was on the inside.
That would have been a touchdown if he'd have thrown it to the inside because the defender was 2 yards to the outside.
All right. 3rd and 10 from the 11. 39 seconds left. Gobblers are in field goal range. See what they do here. LeBron split to the far side. Rosette, shotgun. Sean Burks in the backfield with him. Quarterback takes a snap, throws incomplete.
It was tipped.
Tipped at the line, incomplete. All right, so 4th and 10. Offense stays out on the field. No guts, no glory, huh, Ray?
Yeah.
We're within field goal range, but Coach Alvarez wants to see if he can punch this thing in.
Call timeout. You're going to have to call timeout.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to get this off.
Yeah, 4 seconds left on the play clock, so that's exactly what they do. All right, folks, 34 seconds left. Gobblers face a 4th and 10 from the 11. They call timeout. Our halftime sponsor coming up, RNC Insurance. We appreciate their sponsorship. If you haven't got your playoff shirts, get them at exhibits.com.
Well, I guess you don't have to throw it here, but I'd be shocked if it wasn't a pass. I don't think you can think that you can run some kind of trap or draw and pick up 11 yards. There's been no movement of anybody from the special team, so they're definitely not. I don't think they're going to kick.
No.
So the question is what pass play do you have designed You can make a first down. You get about to the 1.5, but, I mean, I think you're going to try to end up and get this ball in the end zone.
Yep. 2 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette and Jones in the backfield.
Navarro calls timeout.
Navarro calls the timeout. So, chess match has begun.
Well, it's holding true. We've had 24 rushing plays and have attempted 12 passes. Again, so we're sticking on that 2-1, which is a little more than we would normally do on the Russian side.
Okay. Navarro defense comes out on the field. Gobbler offense comes out on the field. 4th and 10 from the 11. Johnson and Durham split to the near side. Rosette, shotgun, Jones lined up to his right. Rosette takes a snap, looks to his right, pressured, throws one high in the end zone, in and out of the hands of Xavier Durham. Incomplete.
He had a shot at it.
Rosette pressured, throws it up, and you're right.
I mean, I thought
Durham had a shot. It just looked like it went right through his hands.
Yeah.
And him being, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think, I don't think you could draw it up much better than it turned out. It just looked like he went up and misjudged the ball, and it just like it went right between them.
Single coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost want to take that every time. All right, Panthers come to the line quickly. They hand off to the running back around the left-hand side. He's going down the Panther sideline and goes out of bounds at about the 41. So big gain by Mabane again.
I mean, it's that same play.
It's
play.
the
exact same play.
They're going to spot this thing right at the 40 with 21 seconds. So Navarro, while they may have thought they were running the clock out, they may have other thoughts now. 21 seconds. They have the ball out at their 40. Gobblers need to shut this thing down. Handoff trap underneath.
There it is.
There's the shutdown. Gain of about 2. And this thing will.
Yeah, they don't have any. They're not going to take it.
No, they did.
They
They
did?
just did. 10 seconds, and Navarro takes a timeout. Ball spotted at the Navarro 42-yard line. You know, Ray, for Navarro to be a predominantly running team, where they haven't thrown the ball, this has been a long first half.
No, it really has.
An hour and 10 minutes. All right. Both teams come out on the field. 10 seconds left to go in the half. Tied 14-14.
Yeah, they got the big tailbacks in there.
In an I formation. Brody Whitson, quarterback under center. Fake to him, roll, throwback to him, incomplete.
It was well covered.
Well covered by Braden Mathis on the backside. So first pass attempted
That's right.
goes incomplete. 6 seconds left.
"24 rushes and 1 pass attempt for Navarro."
Whitson is now on the sidelines. Typically, when he's in the game, they're looking to get him the ball on a pass play. So he's on the sidelines. Navarro comes to the line,
Hands off to Mabane over the left-hand side, brought down by Perez. Navarro fans want a late flag because he was slung out of bounds, but they're not going to get it. Clock is at 0 into the first half, folks, with the score. Navarro 14, Cuero 14. Stay tuned. We'll come back for some numbers. Thank you for listening.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, folks, we're back here at Memorial Stadium. We got about 5.5 minutes left to go in the half. Ray, what do you got as far as the first half numbers go?
Well, it's as identical as the score almost. Difference in how we got to the total yardage. But Cuero 11 first downs to Navarro 7. Rushing, Cuero 24 carries for 147. Navarro 25 for 229. Cuero 100 yards even passing, Navarro 0. So total yards, Cuero 247, Navarro 229, and the score is 14 to 14. Cuero 7 of 13, no interceptions. Navarro attempted the one pass with 6 seconds left in the half, incomplete. They're 0 for 1. Cuero's punted once. They've punted 3 times. I think the difference there, we'll get down to this in a minute. Cuero, we're 1 of 5 on third down and 0 of 3 on fourth down. So they've held us 3 times. We've turned it over 3 times on downs to them. They've punted it the 3 times. And on their 1 fourth down attempt, they converted. They had 4th and 4, and they had the 21-yard run down to the 6-yard line, and then they scored their touchdown, second touchdown of the half. Time of possession is relatively even. Navarro 12-29, Cuero 11-30, 11-31. Oddly enough, as much as we both teams, had kind of quick possessions, there were 6 possessions to each team in the half, which is a lot for a Navarro game. Sometimes you only get it 4 times. You follow what I'm saying, in a half, because they chew up so much yardage. Very similar. Last time we played them in Navarro at halftime, we only had 93 yards rushing and 90 passing, so we've rushed it better. But they had 207 last time, and they had 229 tonight. Another big difference tonight. Last time in Navarro, they had no penalties in the first half, but tonight they were 7 for 60 yards in penalties, and Cuero was 3 for 25. So. Looks a lot like the score and the stats did last time. As we said, it's become quite a decade or quite a 10-year period of playing them. We played them the first time in the area round in 2013 and won. We beat them in area 2014. We beat them in the regional round 2015. We lost to them in the quarterfinals in 2016. That was in Alamo Stadium, not the Alamo Dome, but the Rock Pile. In 2017, we beat them 38-24, and then in 2018, we beat them twice. We beat them in the regular season and in the playoffs, in the quarterfinals on the way to the state championship. They beat us in 2019 in district. We beat them last year in the non-district matchup with Jack, 42-21. They beat us in the by-district round, 31-28. And then this year they beat us 29-27 in Navarro in the non-district matchup. So 7 wins for Cuero, 4 wins for Navarro.
And tonight is holding true in the series as far as a close game. Looking at those past scores, I mean, not a lot of them were blowouts, were they, Ray? I mean, we usually play – Navarro and Cuero usually play a close game.
Yeah. Cuero's obviously had the better hand early on, but when my son was a senior, we beat them 51-44 in the playoffs in the area round. They beat us 35-21, 38-24 Cuero, but the last several, 28-31, 27-29, 22-14. Yeah, they've been good games.
So it looks like probably the biggest blowout was an 43-7.
Yeah, that was in Cuero, and then we beat them again. We played them again in the playoffs and beat them.
All right, so both teams have come back out on the field. We're fixing to get this second half started to see who advances to the semifinals next week. China Spring is up on West Orange Stark.
24-14.
24-14. So, okay, Navarro will receive this second half. Adrian Perez will kick this thing off. Another sidewinder kick, which goes out of bounds and draws a flag. So he hasn't produced like he produced that very first kick through the end zone. The next two have been kind of sidewinders that have hit the turf and gone straight right.
Not keeping your head down and looking at the ball, looking up at where it's going before you kick it. Yeah, I think in high school and college, if you kick it out of bounds, they're going to put it on the 30. You went out at the 20, 25. You just start at the 30.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if the Gobbler defense has made some adjustments to that play that Navarro got big yards on almost every time they ran it. Good tackle there by the left side of the Gobbler defense to drop Mabane for a 2-yard gain. A.J. Arroyo, Kyle Weghorst, Javari Bacon.
You know, I didn't do so. I'll fill this in as we go. And then individual stats in the first half, the McBain kid, 12 carries for 179 yards. But he had 78 on the opening play of the game. But he didn't have a single carry when we played him in Navarro.
Navarro comes to the line facing a 2nd and 8. Hands off around the right-hand side. Goes nowhere. A.J. Arroyo, Brant Patek, Javari Bacon, Sean Burks. Gain of 1, bring up 3rd and 7.
The big opening play right here of the second half, Clay. Be great to get off the field defensively and get the ball back.
Real important to keep them in a 3rd and 4th and long to where they don't go for it. Here we go, 3rd and 7. Hand off to Mabane over the left-hand side. He tries to cut it up the middle. Doesn't get the first down. Going to be about 3 yards short. So this is in their territory, Ray. This is in their distance.
They're going to punt.
No, they're punting it.
You know, that time we definitely kept him from going outside. That's that same run to the left.
Made him cut up the middle.
He cut it back up almost over the left guard.
Yeah. So deep for the Gobblers is going to be Dason Varela. Again, we'll see if they punt this thing. The punter, Nick Billings, who's also the quarterback, runs up about 5 yards, fakes the snap, and then goes back. And
delay a game.
What is the call?
He threw the back judge in the back behind the guys receiving the punt threw his flag. The clock was clearly at 0. Cuero's coaches, they called timeout.
Coach Alvarez is talking to the official out there. I guess. No.
What are they doing?
I don't know what's going on.
They haven't taken a timeout off the board. They haven't signaled anything.
They haven't moved him back 5 either. Now the officials come together to talk about it. We're just as confused as you are, folks.
And we can see it, and you can't.
Now the whole crew comes in to talk about it.
The back judge behind the punt, the guy receiving the punt, who's in the back behind the defense, the deepest official,
threw a flag because the
Cuero coaches were all pointing at the time clock.
These officials are from the College Station chapter, right?
Coach Alvarez is now out inside the numbers trying to get an explanation of what happened.
He's being very theatrical with the officials for some reason. He is fired up over there, Ray.
Yeah.
Adam Arroyo's getting in his ear. Everybody's getting in their ear.
I mean, I've never seen if they wanted to reset the clock. I mean, here we go. We're gonna mark off.
All right,
5.
here we go. Move them back 5. something had to happen for them to stop the play. You can't just let them continue on. So they move them back, delay a game, and now we're going to get this punt off. We got Dason Varela and Tyson Williams back. Nope, Tyson comes off the field. Just going to be Dason back there. Quarterback does his little fake punt. Gets it off. Pretty good kick. Fielded by Varela at the 32-yard line. Goes straight up the field
That's all right.
for
Good
about
job.
5 yards. Gets driven back, but good coverage there. All right, so Cuero will take over at the 40-yard line.
We finally have some return yards, 8 yards on a punt return.
There you go. Gobblers come to line. LeBron Johnson split to the far side. Xavier Durham in a slot. Rosette hands off to Durham on a reverse, and he gets dropped for a loss. A 5-yard loss. The Panthers stayed at home on the backside and dropped Xavier Durham for a 5-yard loss.
Not the way you want to start behind the chains at 2nd and 15.
All right, here we go. 2 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rosette, shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his right, throws, nobody there. Somebody ran the wrong route, and that thing fell incomplete.
Well, he threw it to an open spot, and
He
it
did.
fell to the ground. There wasn't anybody close to it.
The one good thing about it was it hit an open spot. Thank goodness it didn't hit a Panther. So here we go, 3rd and 15. Cuero comes to the line. Durham to one side. Johnson to the far side. Rosette, shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs. Takes the snap, pressured, wide receiver screen, and they're there to drop him for an even bigger loss. Man, oh man, Gobblers have gone backwards on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Punt team comes out on the field.
Who caught the pass?
Tyson Williams.
Tyson? Okay. Yeah, for a loss of 1.
That's generous, trust me. All right. Brant Patek in to punt this thing away. Good snap. Patek, a line drive, head-high punt that goes out at the Navarro 30. So good job on
36-yard punt, no return.
Good job on distance, but it
was ugly.
It didn't look pretty, folks. Couple of referees had to duck as that thing was going down the field. But anyway, ends up at the 30-yard line of Navarro. 1st and 10.
We run 3 plays and punt, no incomplete. Oh, I'm sorry, there was 1 incomplete. Yeah. They just eat even when they go 3 and out, they eat up 2.5 minutes.
Single receiver split to the far side for Navarro. Quarterback under center. Hands off underneath, and he gets nothing.
1. We'll give him 1.
We'll give him 1. It's about a half a yard, but we're going to give him 1. Brant Patek, along with Kason Jander there, to drop him for that half-yard gain. Quarterback rolls to his left, throws downfield, caught, 1st down. Their second pass play of the game results in a completion and a 1st down. Ball's going to be taken out to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, Navarro. That's how they work, folks. They lull you to sleep with those runs, run, and then they'll pop you for a pass and complete it. So you got to really stay disciplined if you're on defense against this type of offense.
Yeah, you got to read your keys.
Quarterback hands off over the left-hand side to Mabane, I believe.
Yep.
Short gain, driven back by Varela, Patek, and Jander. Gain of about 4, 2nd and 6. Navarro, old school, they send the receiver in with the play. They come to the line quickly, quarterback under center, fakes the handoff and drop for a loss.
That's the second time they played.
Brant Patek and Justin Bandy in on that tackle.
First time they ran it, AJ stayed home, but he was lined up differently that time, but still an effective defensive play. They lost 2.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, they tried that play in the first half, and they lost 2 yards. He's now 2 for -4.
Hands off to Mabane around the left-hand side. Dropped by Donovan Jones. Another loss. Another loss of 2. Brings up 4th and 10.
Well, whatever adjustment we made has paid off. They've done nothing with that play, knock on wood, that was so effective in the first half. Because Mabane he lost another yard on that play.
All right. 4th and 10. Punt team comes back on. Tyson Williams, Dason Varela deep to return this thing.
That's the weirdest thing ever on the punt. I've never seen a punting team do that.
Gets it off, fielded by Tyson, makes 1-man miss, makes 2-man miss, get out to the 30, but a flag on the play. That thing almost got blocked. Case and Jander got back there pretty quickly, but soccer-style punter that he is, he was moving away from Jander as Jander came from his right side end. Okay, so this is going to be pushed back. Penalty against the Gobblers. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at their 20-yard line. Trying to do better than that first drive. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, tied 14-14. Single receivers split out to either side, not very far from the line of scrimmage. Rosette looks to his left, quick pass, caught, and driven out of bounds. Good catch there by Xavier Durham for a gain of about 4. Going to be a gain of 5. Ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 5. Again, the wideouts are not split out very, very wide now. Rosette looks again, throws down the middle of the field, got a man. LeBron Johnson caught in Navarro territory. They're going to spot him at about the 30-yard line. Big throw and catch there by Jerry Rosette to LeBron Johnson. Hit him for the quick strike down the middle of the field.
25 and 20, 45 yards.
Gobblers go up tempo. They come to the line. Rosette pitches it to Jones. He fumbles it, and the ball's still on the ground. Navarro picks it up. Turnover, Cuero. Navarro gets it. Man, oh man, not what you want to see after a big play right before that. Navarro takes over at their 35-yard line.
Well, we tried to pick it up twice instead of just falling on it. I know that's easy to say. I always tell you just get on it so you don't lose it. First turnover of the game.
All right, Navarro comes to the line quickly. They run the play, fake the handoff. Quarterback scrambles, throws down the middle of the field. Caught with 3 guys around him. Dadrian Perez was the closest Gobbler, and if he'd have turned his head,
He'd have
Ray,
intercepted it.
He'd have intercepted it. He was just face shielding the receiver, and the receiver made a little adjustment, caught it as he was backpedaling backwards.
Who caught it? Do you know the number 7? Doesn't matter. I don't know who caught it.
I believe it was, Ray. I'm not sure. Quarterback quickly under center, hands off up the middle. Good run there by the running back down to about the 21-yard line. Flag on the play.
Yeah, Burks was not happy. Burks was getting held.
All right. So we think it's probably holding. Yep. Holding Navarro. You know, that's one thing that the Gobblers have done well on most of the year, and for sure in the playoffs, is just the turnovers. They hadn't put the ball on the ground much, hadn't thrown too many interceptions, and for them, very uncharacteristic for them to put the ball on the ground late in the third quarter like this. Navarro comes to the line. 1st and 16. Quarterback hands off up the middle.
Not much.
Nothing doing. Gain of about 2. Case and Jander on the tackle. Ball's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line. Second and about 14. Three and a half minutes left to go in the third quarter. Score tied 14-14. Gobbler defense makes mass adjustments. The run play straight up the middle, and they're there to stop it for another short gain. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Javari Bacon, Donovan Jones in on the tackle. Okay, big down here for the Gobbler defense to hold Navarro to a 4th and long. Quarterback hands off to Mabane over the left-hand side, gets dropped after a short gain, so to bring up 4th down. Tyson Williams along with Seth Burks and Kason Jander to drop him. Ball's going to be spotted at the 23-yard line. 4th and about 6. And they're going for it, Ray. Here we go. Panthers come to the line.
There's the option.
Quarterback spins, hands off to the running back. He faked us out too, Ray. He handed it off to Mabane around the left-hand side on some type of reverse, and Mabane goes in for the score. I sure didn't see him.
I didn't see it. I thought the guy had it up the middle.
Boy, a lot of misdirection with this slot T offense, and it fooled us too. Mabane comes out the backside, the back left-hand side of the play, and goes in untouched in the left corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Navarro.
A lot of ball trickery.
Big time. Flag on the play on the extra point.
Man.
All right, so it is 12 men on the field. That'll push Navarro back. So big extra point here. potential for him to miss this thing. Good snap. And it's blocked. All right, so the extra point is no good. The score is Navarro 20, Cuero 14. So, again, like I said, the Navarro kicking game is not the best in the world, as we've seen. And the Gobblers got in there, blocked this thing, and held them to 20. 2:02 left to go in the third quarter. Navarro leads 20-14. Do we have a final on the West Orange China Spring game, Oscar? That's a final. 31-14, China Spring over West Orange. So the winner of this game will play China Spring next week. Okay. Deep for the Gobblers, Dason Varela, Tyson Williams. They kick this thing down the field. Tyson fields it at the 15-yard line, reverses it to Dason Varela. He gets dropped. Man, Navarro read that thing perfectly. Did not get fooled by that reverse. The reverse was late in coming, and they were already headed toward Dason. So Cuero will start at their 19-yard line. Minute 55 left to go in the third. Gobbler offense has not moved the ball at all this third quarter. Rosette under center, two receivers split to the far side. Tyson in the backfield. The pitch is to Tyson around the left-hand side. He gets around the corner and then goes out of bounds. Going to give him a gain of about 4. At this point in the game, it's real important that this Gobbler offense establish something on this drive and get themselves back.
Well, momentum's on the other side.
Exactly,
right now.
Exactly. Rosette pitches to Tyson around the right-hand side now.
Oh, jeez.
He's tripped up and no gain.
Now look like the guy on the ground. We had a good block, knocked the guy on the ground, and he just kind of stuck his arm out and caught his foot.
3rd and 5. Here we go. Gobblers come to the line. 2 receivers split to the far side. Rosette flanked by Jones and Williams. Rosette takes a low snap, rolls to his left, throws out in the left flat, caught, first down.
He's stepped out of bounds after he caught it, but it's still a first down.
What are they saying? They're saying no.
I guess they said he was out of bounds when he caught it.
Man. Punt team comes on. I'm not sure what the call was there. He must have been out of bounds or went out of bounds on his route because he clearly caught it. So here we go. 4th and 5. Punt team comes on. 57 seconds left to go in the third. Low snap by Patek. He barely gets it off. End over end kick. Takes a Navarro roll fielded by Case and Jander. So Navarro will start this drive with pretty good field position. They'll start at their 47-yard line. All right, one good thing, Ray, Mabane is out of the game. He just came out, so. In the game is big Brody Whitson. And he takes it straight up the middle, tough running. Drags a couple of Gobblers for about 7 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 3. Power football right there. They lined up in the eye and just gave it to Whitson straight up the middle. Ball is going to be in Gobbler territory at their 46-yard line. 2nd and 4. I formation. Ball's on the ground. Cuero gets it.
There's the break you need.
There's the break you need. Kaysen Jander recovers the fumble. Gobbler ball. Man, oh man, that it couldn't have happened at a better time, folks. Quarterback pulls out too quick. Was going to go to Whitson again, right up the middle for another power run, and the ball pops out. Kaysen Jander falls on it. 1st and 10. Cuero at their 48-yard line.
That's nice awareness by Jander. You follow what I'm saying? Sometimes the ball falls at your feet, and you're looking at who you're going to tackle, and you never see it. But he went right to the ball.
11 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rosette under center. Turns and fakes and rolls to his left. Looks downfield. Got a wide open Zyler Jones down the field. Got some blockers. Going down the sidelines. Touchdown, Cuero Gobblers. No flags, touchdown. The same play that Jones scored on in the Alamodome last week.
Right, but it was also the same play that we had the lineman downfield call on.
And Navarro.
He was showing us on the film.
All right. He goes into the end zone with zeros on the clock in the third quarter. So touchdown, Cuero Gobblers. That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive.
52 yards.
Big play there to swing the momentum back into the Gobblers' favor. Daniel Houston set to hold this thing. Good hold. And Harrison Crane drives it through. So, folks, with zeros on the clock at the end of the third quarter, that brings the score to Cuero 21, Navarro 20. We got us a ball game, folks. All right, don't miss the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org.
That was a great block downfield. Was it Xavier?
Yeah, I think it was.
The wide receiver was 30 yards down the field, and he stayed with his man, just shoving him and running with him for 10 or 15 yards until Zyler had a chance to get past him.
And he let Zyler slip down that sidelines, and he just kind of shielded himself with the defender, and Zyler went in, touchdown.
Well, the momentum is all on the stands on the far side. We're in the press box, and the Cuero fans are on the other side. But it was awfully noisy over here until that fumble, and then it took one play, and now Cuero's ahead 21-20.
All right, this touchdown brought to you by Davis Entities. Adrian Perez set to kick this thing off. Another sidewinder.
Ooh, good bounce.
It stays in bounds. The Panthers pick it up at about the 14-yard line. He gets out to about the 16-yard line. So good placement of the kick, good coverage on the kick. So
somebody for Cuero just obliterated somebody that was trying to block him. I mean, they didn't more attempt to tackle the guy with the ball. They just blew up the blocker.
I know. I saw that. All right, so Navarro will take over beginning of the fourth quarter here. They'll take over at their 17-yard line, 1st and 10. They come to the line. Hand off to the runner back over Mabane around the left-hand side. Same play that he scored the touchdown on. He gets pushed out of bounds finally. Man, oh, man.
They just create a little seam. I mean, it's not like he runs 5 yards deep in the backfield, but it's like by the time he gets to the tight end, he's at the line of scrimmage, but the seam
He gets out to the 34-yard line for a gain of
18.
18.
That's a good thing we had a good kickoff and a good coverage because you don't want to give up 18 on the first play, but they're still inside their own 35. They moved.
They move. Flags on the play.
Take it back to the 29.
All right. And we have the referees stopping the game to talk about something. All right, now they go back to their respective positions. I guess they came together and said, where are we going to eat after the game? Here we go. 1st and 15. Navarro comes to the line. Quarterback looks to throw. Caught. And tripped up by Dason Varela. Varela was there.
I mean, that's like the third pass tonight. They don't throw it very often, but it's like he just lobbed the ball up there, and if we'd look, we'd intercept it. It's like we're right in position, and then the guy just
big pass completion, puts the ball into Gobbler territory at the Cuero 43-yard line. Handoff up the middle for another nice gain of about 7. So now the Panthers are on the move. Ball's going to be spotted at the Cuero 36-yard line. 2nd and 4. That pass play covered
from the 29. That's 21 and 7, 28 yards.
28-yard pass reception. I mean, the coverage was there. The defender just was not playing the ball. He's playing the receiver. Quarterback under center, turns, hands off to the running back around the right-hand side, drop for a loss. Brant Patek, Kyle Weghorst pushes it back to the Cuero 38-yard line. 3rd and 5. Another big play for the Cuero defense here. Quarterback under center, turns and hands off to Mabane around the left-hand side, makes the markers, gets driven out of bounds. 1st and 10, Navarro. Tyson Williams drove him out of bounds from his safety position, but not after Mabane reaches the sticks.
The 32, you can get 3rd and 5, and he got 6.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 32-yard line. Navarro comes to the line. Quarterback hands off up the middle. Gain of about 4. Brought down by Patek. Jander. 2nd and 6. Ball's at the 28-yard line. The clock goes to 10 minutes and counting left in the game. Cuero leads 21-20. They come to the line, Navarro does. Quarterback barks out signals and now goes under center. Hands off to Mabane again over the left-hand side. Big run, gets right at the sticks.
We come up to see him inside, and it's like there's no linebacker feel. I mean, because the end came across and kept him from getting to the outside, but he cuts up.
All right, it's going to bring up 3rd and less than a yard. Ball's going to be at the Cuero 23.5-yard line, 3rd and less than a yard. Quarterback hands off up the middle, got the first down and more. Down inside the 20. Ball's going to be spotted at the Cuero 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Navarro. Big drive here, folks. Bend but don't break defense has got to come through here. Quarterback turns, hands off to Mabane over the left-hand side. He's dropped for a loss.
Yeah. They're playing
Brad Patek in on the penetration to drop him.
They're playing cat and mouse. The quarterback's audibling at the line as to what they're going to run on the running play, and Cuero's kind of counter, and you can see Cuero guys, but everybody's trying to.
Loss of 1, bring up 2nd and 11. Ball's going to be taken out to the 20-yard line. All right. Panthers come to the line. Quarterback goes straight under center. They moved again. Quarterback gets under center and hesitates, and his left side of his line flinched, pushes this thing back to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 16. Ball's going to be spotted actually at the 24-yard line.
The second half has been the exact opposite of the first half in terms of number of plays. I mean, Cuero's had the ball for barely 3 minutes in the second half, and there's 7 minutes to go in the game.
Navarro comes to the line. Quarterback.
Funny draw. They're out of boy.
Ran that draw again that they scored on a while ago, and we were there to drop him for another loss. Folks, he comes out like a pass play and just wraps around the back that's just squatting there waiting for the ball, and we were there to stop at that time. Takes the ball to the 25 now. 3rd and 17. Panthers come to the line. Quarterback under center. Hands off to Mabane, to a running back over the right-hand side. He's cut down. Brant Patek and Justin Banda. Short gain, 4th down.
He made 4, so you got 4th and 13. Ball's at the Cuero 21, and they have to get to the 8.
And they are coming to the line to run this play. Single receiver split out to the right side. Quarterback takes the snap, runs an option.
Pass. Tackle it.
Tries to throw it. He runs it himself. Cut down short. Short of the line to gain at the 15-yard line. Ball goes over on downs. It was going to be a halfback pass, and he couldn't get it off, decided to run it himself, and we stop him short, well short of the first down.
He picked up 6, but he needed 13. So 6:06 left in the game in the 4th quarter. So they chewed up, Clay, on that. That play started the 4th. That drive started the 4th quarter. So they chewed up 5 minutes and 54 seconds.
Cuero comes to the line. Go ahead.
13 plays and had nothing to show for it.
2 receivers split to the far side. Jerry Rosette under center. He's pressured. He breaks 1 tackle, gets upfield, going to get about a yard or 2. Not sure what play that was, Ray. Was he going to throw it or run it himself?
I think he was going to try to throw it, and then he decided not to. But
gain of 1. Okay, so both teams have all 3 timeouts. There's 5:42 left to go in the game. Clock is running. Ray, a couple of first downs and this game's over.
Yeah.
But that's easier said than done.
The first down is always the hardest one to make.
All right, here we go. 2 receivers split to the far side. Rosette hands off to Tyson over the left-hand side. Gets around the corner. Stiff arms down the sidelines. He's at the 40. He's at the 50, cutting across field into Navarro territory. Then he gets dropped. Big gain by Tyson Williams. No flags.
What a play. We don't run out of the eye very often. He was straight behind the quarterback.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Cuero on the Tyson Williams
8 and 34, 42-yard run.
42-yard run. Clock hits 5 minutes. So there's that hard first down that we wanted to get that Ray referenced. 2 receivers to the near side. Jones lined up behind Rosette. Jones gets the handoff up the middle, makes one man miss, spins, still on his feet, inside the 35 to about the 34. Good run there by Zyler Jones. Holding on to that ball.
He went from the 48 to the
33.
I'm sorry, I had it set to 48. That other play was 47, Clay, the run by Tyson, not
All right.
42. I'm 5 yards off.
You're all right. 2nd and 1 for the Gobblers.
A very short one.
A very short one after the 9-yard tough run there by Jones. Jones and Williams lined up in the backfield. Rosette turns and hands off to Tyson over the left-hand side. 1st down and more. Inside the 20. Down inside the 10. Fighting for pushed out of bounds. So good, tough power run in there by the Gobblers to get this thing down inside the 10-yard line with under 4 minutes to go. Ball's going to be spotted at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal from the 7.
It was 26 on that carry.
They come to the line with LeBron split to the near side. Rosette under center. Milking the clock. Pitch it to Tyson. Up, he cuts up the middle. Gets down in. Give it to a touchdown, Gobblers. Good tough run in there by Tyson Williams to put this thing in the end zone. That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. 3:49 left to go in the game. 27-20 with the point after coming.
The only thing, you definitely take the touchdown. The only thing was it didn't take us very long.
All right, Harrison Crane set to kick this extra point. Good snap, and he drives it through. So, with 3:49 left to go in the game, Cuero's up 28-20 after the Gobbler offense has gobbled up a lot of yards.
Yeah, 85 yards in 5 plays, all on the ground, 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
I can say that right. We gobbled it up.
There you go.
Gobbled up plenty of yards to get this thing down there into the end zone. All right. Again, want to thank Tom Kelly and his crew for listening out there at the Burns Ranch. Him and his bunkhouse boys, they're out there listening to this game. So it's always good to have your rival out there listening to the broadcast. And I know deep down he's rooting for those Gobblers. All right, Harrison Crane puts this thing on a tee. Adrian Perez will probably kick it away. Another sidewinder that goes out of bounds. It's almost like a pitching wedge. He's trying to make that thing stick, but that spin on the ball just throws it straight out of bounds. So that draws a flag. Pushes Navarro 5 yards further down the field. Ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. 3:49 left to go in the game. Cuero leads 28-20. Navarro comes to the line. Quarterback under center, turns and hands off to his running back over the left-hand side, and he's driven back. Brant Patek, Kason Jander, Seth Burks. They're all there to drop him for no gain. Again, both teams have all 3 timeouts. Come to the line, 2nd and 10. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off straight up the middle. Mabane, gain of about 9. Nope, they're going to give him 10. Navarro comes to the line, 1st and 10. They hand off up the middle. Gain of about 5, brought down by Burks. Puts the ball into Gobbler territory at the Cuero 49. 2:45 left to go in the game. 2nd and 4. Hand off again to the running back. He's got first down yardage and more. Takes it down to the 35.
Well, it's crazy. Both teams, Cuero did the same thing, just ran right down the field, and suddenly nobody can make a tackle, and guys are running through arm tackles and running over people.
Jamie Wright, Lisa Wright, and Thunder are out there listening. Now we have a flag. Movement on Navarro. Want to thank Jamie and Lisa and Thunder for listening out there. All right, so this will push Navarro back 5 to the 40-yard line. Draws boos from the Navarro side.
Up, they putting Whitson in.
Yep, big Brody Whitson's coming into the game.
That's funny. You're taking out a guy who's carried for well over 250 yards.
You're right.
To bring in
All
Whitson.
Right. Watch Whitson on a wheel route. Hands off to the running back over the right-hand side. Big gain inside the 30. Down inside the 20. Touchdown, Navarro. No flags. Oh, my.
Well, I'd rather have some time on the clock. I'd rather have the ball lad. They got to convert a 2-point conversion here. But that's a 40-yard run on first down.
They took their big yardage back out of the game and
gave it to number 9, Chambers.
And he rumbled it for 40 yards around the right-hand side. So here we go, folks. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left. Navarro goes for 2 to tie this thing, and they take a timeout.
Cuero took timeout. He's pointed that away, but he was pointed at the Cuero bench.
Okay. I don't want to say this is your ball game because if they do make the extra point, a 2-point conversion, we still got 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go down the field. But it is a very important part of the ball game.
If they don't make it, you're definitely seeing an onside kick, and then if you can get it and make one first down, the game's over. Or even if you don't, they still have 3 timeouts left. If they kick onside and don't get it, they'll stop the clock. But if you punt and get the punt off, they'd have to go 90 yards with a minute and a half and no timeouts.
Okay. I don't see Whitson in there, Ray.
I don't either. I think they run the play where they, like what I called kind of the speed option, where they come, the quarterback pivots out, and the guy where they ran down here, where the slot guy's coming from the backside in a big arc, and he ends up being the pitch guy
and just tries to find the marker.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Quarterback under center, 3 backs lined up behind him. Takes the snap, hands off up the middle.
That's exactly what they did. Exactly what I said.
Sure did.
That was easy.
Sure did. Fake to the running back right up the middle and ran that option around the right-hand side. He gets into the end zone. So with 2:06 left to go in the game, that brings the score to 28-28. That's been their bread and butter play down there on the goal line, that option.
Colton Chambers.
All right. This thing's not over yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm writing a lot here, but yeah. No, you got plenty. You got plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts. You got 2:06. They practice this all the time. They just scored. They just went 5 plays in 1:43 to score, and before that, we went 5 plays and took off 2:17 to score.
All right, Gobblers are anticipating an onside kick, but you do have Tyson Williams deep. All the other guys are up close. They do kick it deep out into the open area, and Tyson better grab it. He does, and goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. All right, so Cuero takes over at their 16-yard line with 2:05 left to go in the game.
One thing I think you have to be careful of here, I don't think you can throw three incomplete passes and then have to punt back. You got to do
you're right.
You got to do one play that eats up 20 or 30 seconds.
Here we go. Single receiver split to either side. Rosette in a shotgun.
Clock was out.
Coach Alvarez calls timeout. Play clock was running low. He's not happy about that. Again, kind of like last week in the Dome, Ray, you know, in the important times of the game, we're just kind of jogging around.
I'm not sure we got the timeout called before the guy threw the flag, but, I mean, I can't watch both things, but that's what Navarro's not happy about. Because I clearly saw the back judge pull the flag out and threw it.
And Navarro head coach is definitely in the referee's ear over that deal. I think he agrees with you. But again, there needs to be a little bit more sense of urgency to get this playoff, so that doesn't happen.
You're right.
Us having to burn a timeout or a flag getting thrown. All right, so defense comes out on the field. Offense comes out on the field. 2:04. They actually ran a second off.
On the kickoff.
Well, it was at 2:05.
Oh, yes, that's true.
They ran a second off. It's now 2:04. So here we go. Rosette under center. Turns and hands off to Zyler Jones over the left-hand side. He's stood up and driven back, but not. We have a flag on the far side.
Offside defense.
Offside defense.
I'm not sure I understand why this head referee comes over here all the time to ask what's going, like he's asking permission to call offsides. It's like they were either offsides or they weren't offsides.
He's not a very tall man, is he?
No, he's not.
Okay. 1st and 5. Ball's at the 21-yard line. 1:57 and counting. 2 receivers to the near side. Rosette fakes the handoff.
There he is.
Throws it to Tyson over in the right flat. Makes one man miss.
Get out of bounds.
And gets out of bounds right past the markers. Good play there.
You got 6 yards and a first down.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 27. Cuero comes to the line. Tyson Williams Xavier Durham split to the near side. LeBron to the far side. Rosette, shotgun. Jones next to him. Rosette takes a snap, drops straight back, throws it up and over the head of LeBron Johnson down the
that guy was reaching for the flag, and he didn't thought he was reaching for the flag.
Which it was uncatchable.
Yeah.
Coach Alvarez is livid over there about something.
Yeah, I think he thought it. And I agree. Everybody says it wasn't catchable, but was it not catchable because he grabbed him, tackled him before the ball got there?
All right, 2nd and 10. Minute 35.
Throw it to a back out of the backfield again. You end up give a guy a chance to rip off 15 or 20 yard. You thought I'm saying?
Johnson and Durham split to the near side. Tyson split to the far side. Rosette, shotgun, takes a snap, breaks the pocket, looks downfield, keeps it himself, runs over a man, gets out of bounds. Right at the sticks.
That's good. He got out of bounds. I think they're going.
First down, Cuero.
First down, so 10 yards.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line of Cuero. Minute 27.
Cuero has 1 timeout left. Navarro has 3. Navarro's not really worried about theirs at this point.
Johnson and Durham split to the far side. Rosette and Williams in the backfield. Rosette looks to his right, gives up ground, throws it out in the right. Nobody there, incomplete.
He's out, yeah. He can do that. He was clearly out of the pocket. There was nobody there. He just threw the ball out of bounds.
All right, minute 22. 2nd and 10.
I think you need about a 20-yard play to get across midfield and put a little pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this point, defensively, they're not worried about too much.
Gobblers run to the line quickly. Rosette takes the snap, hands off to Jones over the right-hand side, gets close to the marker, going to be about 2 yards short.
Hurry up, guys. Hurry up.
Big 8-yard run there by Jones. He comes up slowly, and he goes back down. So training staff will come out to tend to him. He got upended pretty badly on that thing, on that run. All right, he limps off the field. He had to go out a couple of plays in the Alamo Dome last week due to getting injured. So
Sean Burks came in and got 1 carry and got a touchdown. Why are they not? Yeah, they're not. Let's go. Get out of the huddle. Clock's moving.
All right, here we go. Cuero comes to the line. Burks and Williams lined up behind Rosette. Rosette pitches it to Burks over the left-hand side. He gets upended. He gets the first down, though. All right, so that'll move the chains. Cuero comes to the line, 45 seconds and counting. 2 receivers to the near side, Rosette and Burks in the backfield. Rosette rolls to his left, throws quick out to Durham. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock. 31 seconds.
See, I think
ball is in Navarro territory.
Now you almost have to just keep, if they'll give you that, do that 3 times in a row. Bring back shades of Cuero and Brazosport and Tully Stadium in 1974. Alan McWhorter to Darrell Wayne Cooper.
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 2. Johnson to one side, Durham to the other side. Burks, Rosette drops straight back, throws it down the field, got a man. LeBron Johnson, touchdown, Gobblers. Let's go. Touchdown, Gobblers on a Jerry Rosette to LeBron Johnson right down the middle of the field. Touchdown.
Nice job by Rosette. Again, stepped up in the pocket.
You're exactly
he's
right, man.
I don't know. I think I'm generous if I say he's 5'10". You think 5'9"?
Yeah, 5'9".
I mean, he's not a big, tall quarterback, but he stood right in the middle of the field, took a step up, like they say, and
just laid it over LeBron's shoulder for the
44-yard touchdown.
44-yard touchdown with 23 seconds left to go in the game, and
Crane made it.
The flag on the play.
We're in motion. Let's see.
That touchdown brought to you by Lance Tire and Automotive. All right. Crane set to kick this extra point. 5 yards further back. Good snap, good hold, and he drives it through again, head high. So with 23 seconds left to go in the game, that brings the score to Cuero 35, Navarro 28. On the bomb from Jerry Rosette to LeBron Johnson down the middle of the field. Wow.
44 yards or 45?
All right, so Dadrian Perez will set to kick this thing off with 23 seconds left. This kickoff sponsored by Davis Entities.
There it is.
There we go.
Go over his head.
It hits the receiver over his head. He goes through his hands into the end zone. He picks it up, goes straight up the middle of the field, and is brought down at about the 15-yard line. That's what we've been wanting to see from Cowboy.
He didn't have to bring that out. If it touches you and the momentum of the ball carries it into the end zone, he could have left it there. But
he obviously didn't know that.
I'm glad he did because it chewed up, let's see, 5-6 seconds.
And it put him 10 yards further back. So 18 seconds left to go, following Mabane bringing it out of the end zone after touching it, out to the 15. Actually, it's going to be about the 17. Single receiver split to either side. Quarterback, quick throw out to the left flat.
Oh.
In and out of the hands, almost picked off by Tyson Williams. So, again, this is not Navarro's forte. They do not throw the ball very often. So they've got to go the length of the field pretty much. 15 seconds left to go. Ball's on the 17-yard line.
They do have 3 timeouts. So
quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his left, throws down the middle of the field. Flag on the play. Man, that was, I don't know about that call, Ray.
No, I mean, but at this point, it's okay. It's not a spot foul like in the NFL. It's only 15-yard penalty, so the ball's going to come from the 17. It's a bad call, definitely. 3 kids jump at the ball at the highest point. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody sees the ball. Everybody has a chance to catch the ball, and the back judge wants to say pass interference, but we're down to 9 seconds.
They picked the flag up, Ray.
Holding. Oh, that's only a 10-yard penalty.
Okay. Well, Navarro was walking back to the original line of scrimmage, so I thought they picked the flag
the ball's now at the 27.
All right.
But that's okay. You burned up 9 seconds.
All right. So Navarro will take their first timeout. So there was no pass interference. They called defensive holding, and so 10-yard penalty, 1st and 10 Navarro. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. Navarro takes a timeout, 9 seconds left. Gobbler defense out on the field. Navarro Panther offense out on the field. 2 receivers split to the near side. Quarterback in a shotgun. 9 seconds left. Takes the snap, rolls to his left, looks downfield, throws it high. Caught by LeBron Johnson, intercepted. Ball game. They put LeBron Johnson, one of the receivers, out there.
They do what they always do. They try to throw it to Brody Whitson, the big back, number 37, because he's the tallest guy they got. 2 seconds left. We got to take a snap here, guys. But that's okay. Isn't that fitting that the article in the Advocate today was written by Mike Foreman, who's sitting to my right on the other side of a glass wall, about LeBron Johnson and what kind of game did LeBron have tonight?
I'm telling you. I am telling you, LeBron Johnson came to play tonight, folks. Are you able to tell how many yards he's had, Ray?
Give me a second here.
All right, here we go. Gobblers come to the line in the victory formation. 2 seconds left to go. Rosette under center. Takes a knee, and that's the ball game, folks. The Cuero Gobblers are headed to the state semifinals, the Final Four.
Yep.
To face China Spring next week. Date, time, and location to be determined, folks.
Hey, a lot of times we forget to do this, but offensive, defensive player of the game, I give them both to LeBron.
I was just thinking the same thing.
No, he had five receptions for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he had the pick that sealed the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's make it easy. LeBron Johnson gets offensive and defensive player of the game. Folks, thanks for listening. The final is Cuero 35, Navarro 28. Stay tuned to social media to find out where and when.
Did China Spring defeated? Okay.
Yep. China Spring next week, location and date and time to be determined. So, folks, thanks for listening. Ray, enjoyed it.
Likewise. A lot of good college football tomorrow. Have fun. Enjoy.
Oscar, thank you for all your help, folks. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to y'all next week.
Good night, everybody.